I don't know how you can expect to name all the celebrities when I have it on good authority. You couldn't name 100 Muppets. Is that right?
I could name 100 Muppets. I wasn't given the time.
Can
I
you?
was being cheated.
Listeners may want to know that there was a 100 Muppet challenge recently. That's all I'm going to say. Can you explain a bit what that entailed?
Well, it's been so long since it came up, but Nick Letsko, who's I guess he's a musician.
Yeah.
He thinks he's funny. He's kind of moderately funny, but he's more of a musician.
Yeah.
But he claims to have lots of information about Muppets, and we sort of got into a little argument over who had the most Muppet knowledge, and I claimed it was me because I do have a lot of Muppet knowledge. I met Jim Henson when I was young. I was at the opening of the Atlanta Center for Puppetry Arts, which sort of makes me a de facto authority on the topic. So Nick, of course, slandered me and said that I didn't know anything about him, and so somehow one of us challenged the other, and I don't remember who challenged who to name 100 Muppets. I thought said I could do it, easily, which I can. And so we did it live on television, which is kind of what you do when you are called out. You go on TV.
If you have YouTube TV, it was right.
Right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I hired a band member of his, goes by the moniker Cowboy John. He's a saxophone player. Doesn't know anything about anything, but I figured he'd be, I guess, stupid enough to at least not interfere with the process, but he interfered greatly. Didn't know what was going on. He got railroaded by Nick and by Justin Gaynor, who is also our producer. The big mistake there.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, I had these bells all set up here, so I could ding them.
Oh, beautiful tone.
Verify that I got the name correct, and they were not even listening or giving me time to do that. And then I just decided I had to leave, so I just ran out. To be honest.
Spoiler alert, but
well, you can see how it all plays out. It really is interesting just to watch.
Yeah.
The horrible things that happened to me that night. Ask me to name a Muppet.
I didn't want to relitigate the whole thing, but let's
Top five.
Top five.
Doesn't even have to be your
Grover.
person. What was that one?
Grover.
Okay.
Kermit. Fozzie Bear.
Okay.
Rolf the dog.
Yep. One more.
Never.
Zoot, of course.
Zoot.
Remind
me Zoot.
Blue saxophone player.
Oh, okay. That's in your top five?
Honestly, he's just kind of what came to my head.
Who's the little there's one with a messy black hair and a mustache and like who's that Muppet?
The Count?
No. Not he's got like orange, like a melon, like a cantaloupe colored skin and a red nose and had like a clown shirt, like a clown's blouse.
But you're saying Ernie, you're saying Ernie had a mustache?
Nah, was Ernie a kid? How old was Ernie supposed to be? This is not Ernie. I don't think he was
Ernie's a man.
He was.
Ernie plays with like bath toys and stuff, so you would hope to God he's a kid, but then he lives by himself with Bert, so I don't know.
And they were roommates.
Yeah.
So he must be paying rent.
Jackie just
and he
winked.
Can't sign a lease. Yeah. He couldn't have signed a lease unless he was probably 21.
There are certain states where, with a parent's permission, you can sign a lease as young as 12.
Well, and in that case, maybe Bert and Ernie were like teenagers or something. And
or maybe Bert was an old man and Ernie was a teenager. We had like a Lolita situation going on.
I would not like to Imagine that scenario.
I'm not talking about Bert. He's like or Ernie. God damn. He's like a side character who
Yeah, like
who's
Ernie.
smaller than like Ernie's like a full size Muppet.
Full Muppet.
This is a little like a hand.
The little
Muppet.
shrimp guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is he a shrimp?
No.
Yeah, he's like a little shrimp.
I don't want to look it up. We shouldn't.
Like a
We
crayfish.
should. We shouldn't have to look it up. Frankly.
No, I'll look. I'll
Okay, you look that up. Yeah, Jamie.
list
pull
of
that.
all Muppets.
I don't want
Well,
to.
there's 3,400 Muppets, so
Jesus Christ.
it's going to be hard for you to filter through.
That's more
Well, that's
Muppets
what
than there
we're
are
good at
living
here.
celebrities in the world.
I
Well,
don't
while
think so.
Paul filters through all those, should we do a little birthday guessing?
I didn't watch this show as a kid, so you guys will just kind of have to bear with me
Yeah.
here. So I don't know who any of these are. I just have the names and no pictures. Pepe the King Prawn.
That's who I was.
That's who I
Yep.
was
That's
thinking
your
of.
boy.
That's,
There you go.
I told you that guy was a shrimp.
Yeah.
all right. Well, then there we go. That's 100 Muppets. Paul, do we have any
You're
guessing
right.
games to play on?